little dusty. But we're gonna do it because I'm extra as fuck. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sammy here. It's been a while since I've done a one-on-one video with you, so I'm really excited. If you've noticed on my channel, I really don't do one-on-one talking videos. It's because there's a lot that happens when I think about a video. When I go to make a video, my mind blocks itself and thinks, oh my God, I'm not funny enough. I'm not creative. Wow, I can't even talk. I'm not creative enough. I'm not engaging. And it really makes me insecure and I just end up not producing the video. Well, now I'm just very inspired and motivated to overcome my insecurities on my YouTube channel and produce more content and just give you guys some great videos. So for today's video, I'm going to do a makeup look. I've never really done a one-on-one makeup tutorial. This isn't really going to be like step-by-step how to do makeup. It's just more like me talking and reconnecting with y'all. Oh my God, I just said y'all, but I always do. If you know me in person, I say y'all like in Snapchat, in person all the time. I don't know, it's just the nice Calusa hometown twang I got in me. So I'm gonna do some makeup and I really hope you enjoy it. That was disrespectful. We're gonna do some makeup today. I really hope you enjoy it and let's get started. All right, let's jump into the video. I'm actually really excited to just like reconnect and play with makeup and just let you guys know how I've been, what my goals are, and what is in store for my YouTube channel. So to start things off, I have wet my e.l.f. beauty sponge and I am going in with, oh my God, I'm so stupid. I need primers first. I need to slow my roll. Alrighty, so for primer, first I'm gonna start off with my setting spray, which happens to be the Maybelline New York Lasting Fix Setting Spray. What I do is I just do a nice little layer. Am I running out? Just my luck, run out of setting spray on my video back in 2021. I almost said 2020, but I didn't screw up, so let's just keep on going. All right, so now that I've got a nice little mist drying on my face, we are going to prime once more. Good God. So on my drier areas of my skin, I'm going in with the Milani Rose Prep and Brighten Face Oil. I just think this is a great moisturizing oil. So we're gonna make sure that I'm applying this nicely and evenly. It just makes the skin feel really nice and soft and plump and fresh and renewed and all the goody stuff. I just like to look like my makeup skin looks like my actual skin, so that's the goal. Oh, Kurt. Anyways, so then for my third primer, yes, I use 3 because I'm annoying as fuck. I am gonna go in with the matte Putty primer by e.l.f. Oh my God. I'll be right back. Bailey and my sister just returned. Bye, Bailey. Oh, we love you. Mama got a new studio. Mama is new and improved, honey. She got studio lights, thanks to my best friend, Samantha Noel, love you. And if you don't know who that is, just go check out our video where it's best friends do makeup and the link will be right over here. And Bailey, you need to stop throwing cords, please. Oh, my Bible. Now she's going up against my TV tray. Yeah, Samantha Noel, one of my best friends, gave me 2 studio lights for my Christmas gift. And I just want to say thank you, Sam. It's very much appreciated. I love you so much and I'm so grateful to have you in my life. That's why I definitely feel more inspired to make content for my YouTube channel. So I'm going in with the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer and I'm gonna put that on the areas of my face that tend to be oily. So just grabbing a generous amount, I'm gonna dab it on. And I feel like, especially like when you're working, not that I wear makeup at work. Should I wear makeup at work? Who knows? So when I do my makeup, I put a matte primer over the oily areas of my skin to fight against those oils. Moving on to our next step, it's finally foundation. I go in with the L'Oreal Paris 24-hour Infallible Pro Glow Foundation in the shade 208, aka Sun Beige. And I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. sponge. Before I go in with my sponge, I'm going to grab a foundation brush like this. And I am going to pat over the foundation with my brush, get a nice even coat. I'm going to paint it on, honestly. Let's paint it on. And it looks a little too tan in my opinion at first, but then once I have like all of my powders, my concealers, and all the other goodies on my face, it really all comes together. So let's go ahead and pat over that to give it a nice blend into the skin. So first of all, I want to know how everyone's 2021 is. It's been a long time since I've had like a sit down video with you, I feel like. The last video that was personal like this, not personal, but like in person, if that makes sense, was with my friend Jasmine, where we went to Starbucks and tried like a million different drinks, and we loved some and we definitely hated some, but that was a fun time. Oh, I look a little tan. Better than when I was Ghostface. God. Insert clip. Yeah, in that video with Samantha, my makeup looked really pale. But in person, it was like fine. But on the video, for some reason, it just did not. It didn't look good, let me tell you that. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do some concealer. So I'm gonna go in with the Morphe concealer in the shade C 2.35. I'm running out, I need to go buy some, so I'm really scraping it for a real one. And I like to conceal my mole and some pimples, my chin. I shouldn't talk while doing that area. My cupid's bow, my nose, just a little bit. And then right now, I am putting some concealer on my under eyes. This is a really mattifying concealer. This is the concealer, in my opinion, where it dries down the best. I've tried the L'Oreal Paris one that's like tart shape, like a dupe. I loved it, but it just never fully dried down. And then I tried Maybelline New York Age Rewind. I think that one's one of the best as well. Then I've also used the Maybelline New York, you know, the ones like this, but like a square bottle. That one was okay. I like the Age Rewind the best. But I just ended up finding this one because it's like $10 and it's really, really good. I'm a fan of Morphe anyways. I think that they're a really great, consistent brand and that they know what they stand for, and that's very important in a business, I believe. I don't know if I've ever talked about it, but I've also thought about opening a makeup cosmetic business, but that's a lot of work and a lot of stress. I haven't done anything to like really enact on it, but it's something that I've really been inspired to do. I do have some designs from palettes that I do want to create, but I just haven't, you know, made any effort to get them finalized or, you know, actually produced because I just don't have the money and I don't have like the people really. But I'm not 100% sure if a business is something I want to move forward in, but it's something that I definitely have an inspiration for or motivation for, if that's the right word, but not right now, for sure, not right now. I think that's a lot of stress. Moving on, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the shade Banana, and this one's a little too light for my skin tone, so that's why I say I look orange right now. But as soon as I like bake my face in it, that sounds really aggressive. As soon as I bake and set my face in this, it kind of like brightens it and makes sure that everything is set and everything is a little bit brightened. And instead of using a sponge or a brush, I use this Beauty Blender powder puff, and I love it. Everyone's like, what the hell is that? And I'm like, I love it. Like, you can put your finger in it. That's exactly what I do. And you use the pink side to like put the product on, pat the product in, and it's just in a really unique shape that I personally love. Everyone's usually freaked out when I go in with it, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm setting my face. What are you talking about? Like, it's just like you with your beauty sponge. It's just a different shape. Everyone's like, you're weird. I'm like, I know, but at least I own it. Do you? But for this video, I really wanted to reconnect. And by doing so, I thought it was a good idea to let you know what I've been up to. So for the very small community that's watching this video, hopefully, you must be asking yourself, Sammy, where the fuck have you been, beach? Well, believe it or not, I have been working. That is right, Samuel Eric Martinez, everyone, has a job once again. Trust me, I'm a great worker, I really am. But now I work at, drumroll please, Starbucks. I work at Starbucks. I love it so much. I have the greatest team ever. They're very warm and welcoming, as I expected, and I genuinely love them so much. They just truly understand what position I am in right now, as far as like being overwhelmed or trying to do the best I can with customers. And we have great customers who really do. It's just that at times it can be very overwhelming, and this is the most overwhelming job I've ever had, but in the best way. It's just a lot of information. It can get crazy, but it's worth it in the end because my team backs me up and supports me no matter what, and I love them so much. And to be quite honest, I feel like this is the best job I've ever had. I mean, I've worked at Taco Bell. I worked at JCPenney's, so I've done retail and food. I love retail, but you know, not JCPenney's, Starbucks is really quite amazing. You get a lot of benefits, and they just treat you as if you have already been there for like a decade. And it's really nice to know that like your company treats you amazing, because unfortunately most companies don't really treat you the best, and that's just sad. But anyways, next step I like to do is eyes. But before even doing the eyes, I'm gonna sprit my face with, is that a word? Sprit my face with some setting spray to lock in that powder and kind of freshen it up again. Give it a nice fan. Also, I want to know, how are you doing during quarantine? But please stay safe, stay kind, and stay humble. I'm just grateful for everyone that's in my life right now, because, you know, they could be gone within a second. So just be grateful, humble, kind, and respectful. Aww. Brought to you by A Foundation for a Better Life. So what am I working on next? We are going to do some eyeshadow, and I will be going in with the P. Louise Beige by the P. Louise Academy. And I think this is a really great eye primer / eye base, because it really makes the eyeshadows stick to the base, and it really just makes everything work out very well. And I actually use a very light shade to really make the colors pop more than they would if you had one with your skin tone. That's just my preference. You can do whatever you want, but that is me, and that is what I do, boo. I understand it'll look freaky, but then that's when you go in with a brush, in my opinion. Dust off any excess, make sure it's clean, and just like buff out the edges to make sure that's a nice gradual blend. Let's hope that I can actually do my eyeshadow, because here's the thing. I have a love-hate relationship with eyeshadow. I can either destroy it and slay it like a motherfucker, or I can slay myself and make myself look like a dead corpse, which is not the look I'm kind of reaching for. You know, you just gotta take your time, That's the way the cook crumbles. So my goal for the look today is to look like a real housewife at a reunion. So if you ever watch the Real Housewives of like Potomac, which is like bomb as hell right now, they just ended their season 5 and it was amazing. So I kind of want to go for a reunion look where I would be like, bitch, I did not do that shit. You're on some kind of medicine. Like, get the fuck off my jock. Like, I want to be a housewife. I want to be the one who checks you in your reunion chair. Okay, got it. Boom. So, I'm thinking like we want some dewy skin. We want a nice, beautiful, crisp look. I don't know though. Do I want to do green at a reunion? Let's do it. Fuck it. If I want to do green at a reunion, I'll do green at a reunion. Don't judge me. Don't hate, appreciate, honey. But as far as my YouTube channel goes, as I grab my brushes, I just want you to know that I really struggle with creating content because I never know what to put out there. I feel like my content is not something the average viewer wants to watch. It's just more of what I want to create. And I get like, it's my channel, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I know that, but it's just, I also want to appeal to my audience and make sure that I'm giving them what they want. It's just it's a battle within my head all the time of what I want versus what I think people want and what I think will work, what I think won't work, and blah, 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 blah. It's just annoying, but that's pretty much how I feel. So I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm dipping into the shade Enchanted. I'm going to use this brush. It's a Morphe brush, but they didn't give me the number because it came in like this collection that my friend Sam gave me. Same. Oh my god, I have powder all over my bed. That's great. We're just gonna pack it on first. And I really want like a wing shape. Okay, so what I like to do, I like to stamp it, but kind of like blend it at the same time by just like punching my eyelid, like honestly. But you do really want to be soft so that you can really just let the shadow do its thing and really get that pigment out. I changed my mind. Going with the packing brush like this, and I am going to pack on some of that same shade and just like pack it on. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that pigment just to shine and poke through. Tap, 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 tap. Now I'm just gonna like blend out the edges. So, grabbing a Morphe M167 that is filthy, and we're gonna clean that bad boy up real quick. I'm going to be dipping into the shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette right next to Enchanted called Diva. What I like to do is, because most of the time I end up doing it, I spray some setting spray on top of it just to give it a little more oomph, you know, like okay, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna grab a, what brush do we want to use? I'm gonna be using a Morphe 562, which is one of my favorite brushes for little detail work. And I'm basically going to blend out that edge of my shimmer shade. That looks really pretty. Wow, I'm kind of shook at myself. I mean, I do have some talent. Then I'm going to grab a pencil brush. So we're gonna switch over to a gold. So going in with the James Charles Morphe palette, dipping into this shade right here. So we're just gonna give it a nice little coat all around the brush. And then we're gonna spritz it after dusting off the excess. Give it a nice little spritz. And then we're just gonna pack that into the inner corner. Then we're gonna grab a tiny Morphe brush like this. And this is gonna go on the lower lash line. So then we're gonna go back into the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. And we're gonna apply that to the lower lash line. Like that. Ooh, this is a perfect brush. I haven't used this yet. I just kind of went for it. So I just grab a clean M562 from Morphe, and I like to just wisp it out. All right, so that is one eye all complete. And I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, and then I will be right back for the face. Hey guys, welcome back. I just finished my final eye, and this is the eye look for the video. I then put on some mascara using the e.l.f. Lash Extending Mascara, and now I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. And my eyebrow routine just consists of an angle brush, such as this one, like this, and an eyeshadow palette. So I go in with the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, and I use the shade Central Park, which happens to be this shade right over here. Actually, I'm going to change brushes and use the e.l.f. small angled brush. And I'm just going to pack it on. And those are my brows. I call them good. I know they're not the best. Moving on from brows, we need to do the face. So I'm gonna grab my bronzer, which it has a really sad story because I bought it and it was beautiful. And now it's just, I just want to cry. So I'm just gonna be careful with this product because it's very crumbly. Then I'm going to be using my Morphe 405 brush, and I'm gonna be tapping on it. Dust off the excess pronto, and I'm gonna soak in those chunks. And then what I like to do is I like to grab a smaller brush. It's kind of like an angled brush. It's honestly from Amazon, and it's an amazing brush for like a nose contour, but I also use it beneath my lip to give it like a nice little pout moment. And by the way, if you really want a nice bronzer product, this one by NYX is really, really highly recommended in my opinion, because it's really like pigmented but not overpowering. And it brings a really good color of warmthness to your skin. And then we're just snatching that sister schnoz. James Charles is gonna sue me for using his lingos. It may not look like I did anything, but to me it did. So next step after bronzer happens to be blush, and I am going in with, I don't even think they sell this anymore. It's the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Paints palette. It looks like this, and I don't even think they sell it anymore. It's really pretty, but I'm gonna go in with this lovely shade right over here. It's like a nice neutral pinky peach rose, I would say. And I get a good amount on my brush by e.l.f., which is actually a highlighting brush, but I use it for blush instead. A little bit on the nose because I like that look. I actually like it on my chin a tiny bit. I love blush because it adds more like a fleshy color to the skin. And then a little bit on the center of the forehead, just a tiny bit. Time for highlight, which is my favorite, but I can go really crazy on it, which I'm not proud of. But you know, we're learning. So for highlight today, I am going to be in fact using the mirror I've been using from this palette, which is the Brainfreeze palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'm going to be also using my Morphe 532 brush and dipping into the shade Gold Breaker. I'm going to tap off the excess. It's really pigmented. And then before that, because I always forget, a setting spray to the skin. And we're going to lightly brush that on. Lightly brush that on. And then what I like to do is I like to dust the nose just a 10. And then right here instead of the bridge, because I personally don't like my nose, so I don't want to bring that much attention to it. So I just do like the little tip right here, the little tip right here. Cupid's bow, chin. We've done the whole face. Now it's just lips. So for lips, I'm gonna use the NYX Professional Makeup Suede Matte Lipstick in the shade Free Spirit. All right, and that is it for my makeup transformation. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and please give it a like, comment what you liked about my look or what you want to see for future videos. And I really hope you guys have a great new year, and let's hope for a better 2021. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.